Jones in the goat.
Here we go. Here we go. Let me listen to it real quick. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see.
We're waiting with bated breath.
Oh, I'm waiting with bated breath. Right here. Here we go.
Dean the Dream.
I do say Ox After Dark. What the hell, Lane?
And the
Here, let's see.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to Ox After Dark, the late night great night show.
Wow.
Where Dean the Dream of Martin.
I think I paused. I paused because I got nervous. Do you know why I'm nervous, Dean?
I don't actually.
I am nervous because we have officially hit 5,000 subscribers.
Hey, all right.
5,000.
Wow.
Holy man.
5,000. That's what I'm saying.
That's
Wow.
bananas.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's so crazy.
God, 4,000 was not even a week ago.
It's
What's
not even like
going
3 days
on?
ago.
I think it was Friday. Because
Ooh.
yeah, I
don't
think
know,
it was.
Whenever Lane texted me, because I think he was
I just came on and said congrats 4,000.
I know.
I know, that's what
Nobody said anything.
I was
Time out.
like,
That-
I
well-
got a lot of surprise.
I was like, I want to start early because someone's gonna go and check the sub count and then say it
Spoil
and ruin the
it.
surprise.
Yeah.
I didn't know who knew or who didn't know, but
Yeah, because you
very
texted
cool.
me today at like 6.
like,
it was
took
at
off.
4,800.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know we hit 5. I was assuming
Yeah.
we did, but that's
Whoever you
wild.
guys, whoever you guys
So-
paid, you did a good job.
Yeah,
Dude, trust me, if I would have paid, we'd be at 100,000. I don't think I'd pay for just 5,000.
Get that plaque, baby.
Dude,
What's
I'm
the
at
secret
5% of my
here?
goal. Dude, I just no, it's really just like Ben always says, hitting the algorithm, and there's been some shorts for us that have done really well, so it kind of feels a bit. It's a conflicted thought because it's like, we're here to make YouTube content, but I feel like 90% of my day lately has been making shorts content, but that's what gets the eyes on the channel. So I did say in our giveaway post that we would do the drawing that Lane, which again, thank you, graciously donated 2 figure arts, either on July 16th or when we hit 5,000 subscribers, or whichever came first would be the marker. So Tuesday,
You weren't quite expecting it.
I was not expecting. I was like, oh, okay, we got a few. Yeah, I mean, could be months, I guess.
Yeah.
So we will do the drawing Tuesday, and we'll see if we need to extend it, because I think right now there's really not a lot of people that have entered.
You just put it up.
I did just put it up. Right now we only have 13 people that have entered. So if you want to win a Figuarts Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you get into our giveaway there. We'll give you a bonus code. The code for the bonus is 5K for the bonus code. So put that in. So fill out the form if you haven't yet, then fill out a second
that's
form
cool.
with the bonus
You
code.
said that's
So-
figure arts?
Yeah, so Lane, go and, dude, I want those. I wish I could win
Wow.
those.
That's
So
cool.
they-
Whoever
Super
wins doesn't
Saiyan
want
4
them, give them to
Vegeta?
me, bro.
And then Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I wanted to show these so people would actually see kind of in hand that they're,
Minty.
I just picked these up recently for this when I saw what they were at numbers wise, actually
Yeah.
from a local business here. And
Hell yeah.
I guess I can go ahead, since you're talking about this now. The Oxfather
Yeah.
just became aware that he's going to be annoyingly have to redo up his postings and for the giveaway. No one else is here because I've always looked at CW has always been a multimedia content provider. Obviously,
Oh, yeah, baby.
focused on figure stuff where we used to do. We have not as frequently anymore, but still do unboxings. You have 6 scale figure talk. You have obviously smaller scale, but then of course we have Mr. CM Chuck E. Cheeser and the Double A-ster who discuss all kinds of different media from comics to TV to movies. So where the main giveaway has been revealed will be these 2 figure arts. If you're entering into the contest, guys, you also will be entering in the kind of runner-up giveaway prize will be a 4K Blu-ray of first season of House of the Dragon.
Hell yeah, baby.
Very cool.
It does not include the digital code because I'm gonna be redeeming that. Just kidding. But for if you win it and don't want the digital code,
But
please God.
so that is actually a new announcement that even the Zack Attack was unaware of until about 5 minutes ago, because as he knows, I like to surprise him with this stuff, and he's definitely going
You love
on
to
this
see
stuff.
it.
You couldn't have told me. But anyway, I just thought I would throw that announcement. So consider that, as happenstance would have it, that was, I didn't know, that is the upgrade for the 4K.
That's our 5,000
to
giveaway.
now the 5K giveaway.
5K.
Will be,
There
it is
you
now
go.
from a regular giveaway, a deluxe giveaway.
There we go. Thank you, Lane, for that. Your generosity.
Yeah,
is
well done, Lane.
unmatched. Let's see here, Dean. Tell me about how your week has been thus far. You may be on mute, my friend.
It totally was on mute. The week was pretty good. It was your birthday, so we haven't officially met up to celebrate, but we were, celebrating in the chats and stuff, and then on the show. And then also 4,000 and now 5,000 subscribers. It's funny because I was telling my dad today, we were having lunch, and I was like, it's kind of, YouTube is really weird because the grind to 1,000 was so hard.
Yeah.
And then once you hit 1,000, it kind of opens up and it's like exponentially faster. And then 4,000 to 5,000 was what? Like I said, not even a week. That was
I don't think
crazy.
that's normal though, because we were stuck at like between 3 to 4. Like getting from 3,000 to 4,000 took a long time.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
but not as
channels
long
go.
as taking it to 1. You know what I mean?
I've seen channels hit 180,000 in less than like a month.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
was
that'll
kind
be
of
us.
sketchy to me.
But
yeah, if that happens
so
to
we
us,
were
though, it's not sketchy at all.
yeah, we were celebrating that. And
My
then,
plaque.
so I went to go see my dad today. He lives out of town. Not super far, but far enough. I was like, fuck. But so we were hanging out, and he bequeathed me a new firearm, which was pretty cool.
I
we
could
gonna
shoot
do
something
desktop?
for 5,000.
Yeah, a Bushmaster AR-15. So that was pretty cool.
Wow. Lucky
Wow,
you said
you have an
firearm,
AR
or else
too?
I would have thought that was something else.
Now I
Dude,
do,
we're
yeah.
AR bros now, bro. We can go.
AR
We can go
bros.
akimbo.
Yeah, so the Bushmaster was I think the first. No, the first manufacturer of the AR was. I forgot their name, but that's actually what AR stands for. Is the name of that company.
Armalite.
Armalite, thank you. Which a lot of people don't know that. They think it's assault rifle or automatic rifle, which it's not. But that's kind of what it's been adopted as, because not every AR is an Armalite. But yeah, the Bushmaster is really cool. It's old. I mean, it almost looks like an M16. That's like how old it is. But it's not all fancy like yours with M-lock and. It doesn't even have Picatinny rails. I'll send you a picture later, but that was cool. He gave me a bunch of magazines and a bunch of ammo for it, and it's got a nice sling on it, but it's about as
5K.
primitive a firearm as you could get.
Love it. Thanks, Abe, for the
we could head up the
congratulations.
range soon.
I do. I want to do that. Yeah.
Just for all the kids watching.
because I'm broke as shit.
For all the kids watching, just be sure not to Google Bushmaster.
Wow.
Yeah. I figure they named the rifle after me.
in a
But
time
anyway, I'm hungry, dude.
There we go.
And then, yeah, we just spent the day together. I hadn't seen my dad, God, in almost like a year or something. Because I was going to see him last year for Father's Day, but then I got hurt. That's when I fell. And then I used those few months between then and OxCon to, get better. And then, yeah, just been crazy. So I hadn't gotten to see him in a long time. So that was cool. And we just hung out all day. And I literally got home about 15 minutes before the show started. I was like, oh my God. It was fucking rainy, beautiful weather today. But fuck, driving back in the rain, not fun. People drive like shit. But
Yeah.
I made it. I'm here to hang out with the boys. That's everybody else.
There we go. John, how we doing today?
Doing well, man. Didn't do much today. It's been hotter than hell. over here. But yeah, other than that, chilling. Watched Jurassic Park like 3 times today. Euro Cup. Anybody
The
watching
same
soccer?
movie 3 times or
No, I
3
changed it up a
separate
little
things?
bit.
Okay.
3 separate.
Wow.
Euro Cup's
No,
on,
I
so catching up on some of the games, the soccer games,
Oh, soccer. I was like, what's that?
and that's it. Nothing too
There you
crazy.
go.
Just trying to relax
go.
and
Do you guys call it soccer too? Up in
yeah,
Canada?
soccer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Everyone
some
makes fun of us.
football. Europe is like football.
Yeah, everyone else calls it football.
Thanks,
but
Manny.
us-
Appreciate it, bro.
Sweet Manny.
Let's
Who's your
see
team, Abe?
here. His probably Mexico.
It's Euro Cup.
Lane. Yeah, I know, but he's probably Mexico still. Probably Portugal. Lane, how we doing today?
Doing good. Work has been super stressful this week, and unfortunately, I almost
That's right.
did not come on
Same
tonight because today
Fortunate.
was a very bad day.
Oh.
Oh no.
Not anything catastrophic. Just it was very stressful, and this entire week, and probably for the next 2 months, it's going to be crappy.
Yeah.
But other than that, though, life is really good. My comic shop has still not got my effing Catwoman yet. After 3.5 years, I know everybody else is getting it, so I'm hoping they're going to call me later this week and be like, "We finally have it," because I want that stupid thing. I want to unbox that stupid thing. I probably plan to unbox that thing live because I've been waiting so stupid long. But I did get my 501st Legion Trooper did get paid off today. He was charged for it, so maybe sometime by July. So figure wise, I got a couple things definitely coming or should be here hopefully, and I other than work though, family's doing good. I did have to do, and I'm one. You guys may, I don't know, Dean and Zach here in Texas. So I just found out recently that I have to renew my license this year, and apparently I have to do it live.
Yeah,
Like-
it's every other time that you can go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that. So I already set my time to go do it, but man, it's like far off because of how backed up they are and have been since COVID.
Like you have to write a test,
No, you have to
or
go
just
person
go in
get
and
a
show
new-
ID and everything. Okay. Yeah.
You have to get a new picture.
Take a picture.
probably, 'cause,
Take a
yeah,
picture. Yeah.
but it's gonna be a pain in the butt.
Take a pa-
And so been having a good time. I have, weirdly enough, actually for this week I had been thinking about actually checking AA because I know they've been saying they would do some different content, and I've been really wondering when it's finally over, since you guys did like X-Men 97 where you guys were all like like the happy guys at a Night at the Roxbury's by the end of that show. Will you guys do the same thing for the Acolyte when it's finally done? Where we go, although I expect in that show there will be a lot of like either Guinness beers being just like stone cold stay off and drunk down to like burn the memories out of your brain permanently,
Wow.
or some epic shots will be taken, and we'll see how long it takes you before you guys are both passed out on camera.
Lane, I love it, man.
I know you like to try and do more positive stuff most of the time, but there are
Yeah.
some things that, as fans of properties, you sometimes have to do. That's on one end. I'm hoping you guys might do at some point. Not right when it's over. Like maybe a little bit later when you've had a little bit of time to pass. But I'm also hoping. I'm hoping you guys will do maybe at some point, maybe this year, you guys will actually do a review of Dune Part 1 and Part 2, where you guys are able to watch them like in 1 week or something. I'm not going to say like watch it the same day because that's like 6 hours of movie, but watch it in like a week, and where you guys are able to discuss, or even, hey, I would love to come on with you guys and discuss that because I'll watch them because I own both of them, and just kind of see how you'll end up liking the story. If you've seen the 80s one, I just watched the 81 recently on Netflix, which I still love the music from the movie a lot. But that was just something I thought of with you. Don't ask me why, but it just was kind of randomly popping up since we talked on here about it.
I appreciate it, Lane. I appreciate spinning around the old noggin.
Well, there's not a lot else spinning in there most of the time, so you got to fill it with something. But otherwise, everything's been going.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it.
But otherwise, everything's been going.
All right, man.
Nice. Let's see here. Chuck, how are we doing today?
I'm doing good, guys. Doing well. Glad to be here with you guys. Appreciate Lane thinking of us. And yeah, I know Zach's gonna probably ask at the end, but I'll give spoilers now because pretty sure me and Double A are gonna do. He really enjoyed that we did X-Men in 2 parts, so he says he wants to do the Acolyte that way. So we may cover the first 4 on Friday. In fact, I'm pretty sure that is what we're gonna do. So. And for me, it's hard because it's like I get you, Lane, but it's hard for me to look at like the whole piece of art, without seeing the full picture. Because, I mean, although I don't anticipate the last 4 to blow me away, I mean, like, who knows, right?
You think it can only go up. Like there could be an improvement. Maybe it's not the best thing ever, but maybe there's some improvement. That's what you have to go for. It sounds like for the most part. I'm going to be watching the first 4 episodes this weekend.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Good. I'm eager to hear what you think about that too. And yeah, definitely Double A loves Dune, so I would love to have the opportunity to talk about that with him. And yeah, maybe if I see them back to back, they'd be better. And I would love to rewatch not to rewatch, but to watch the 80s one because I've never seen it, and I think we actually owned it on VHS of all things. But it's good to know it's on Netflix. But otherwise, the week was good. Saw Across the Spider-Verse in theaters today. Happy Juneteenth to everyone that got a day off. We got.
Oh my God.
We got a day off.
I wish I got that.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah. Is it?
Oh,
what?
wait until you're done.
Okay, I was gonna say.
about that.
All right, I was gonna say, is it not? I don't know. I know that people say don't say Happy Memorial Day, so I don't know if this is not one you don't say happy in front of, but
No,
I think so.
No, you do.
Related
You
thing
do.
that happened today.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
This is actually is a celebration. It's the end
Absolutely.
of slavery. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I unfortunately can honestly say I did not realize that there was a Juneteenth holiday because it's a more recent thing.
It's new,
That's
yeah.
never
Pretty new.
been-
Yeah.
And a lot of places, even though it's a federal holiday, there's a lot of places that, like Victoria's work, they still have to work. Even though they get off,
My
like,
sister had to work
almost all the
too.
other
And banks were
national
closed for
holidays.
like the first time this year or something. So
Yeah.
it made my drive to work really fast this morning. Unfortunately, it did not help me on the drive home
Oh, rough.
because of the rain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Definitely, the rain will do that. But yeah. And then we saw Into the Spider-Verse on Sunday on Father's Day. So we saw Into the Spider-Verse, and we got to see Across today in theaters again. So I've literally seen like all 10 of the Spider-Man movies in the last couple of months in theaters. So it's been awesome.
So now do you want to go and back up and pick up those Miles Morales and Hot Toys figures after
Oh
seeing them
man,
now?
you know, Lane, I
You have some
avoid
Miles G. Morales.
I stay off the Hot Toys trail because that's a big plate for me to eat off of. So I try not to try to stay in my.
Don't fight it. It forever
I'm telling
is
you,
meant to.
Dude.
Classy is letting you know.
I see,
Miles
it's so
is meant
slick.
to forever dominate your destiny.
So nice,
Take the
so very
dive.
nice.
Go pick up some of your detail shelves or Maji spaces now, and just admit that within the next 3 years you're gonna like have 100 figures filling that entire dark space around you.
It made successfully in my relationship, so I don't know if I want to do that just yet. But my nephew, he says also too. He tells Zach when he sees him all the time, he doesn't want to get one, but I know he desperately does want one. So I've got to work on it for him. But other than that, it was a solid week, a good week. Can't complain. Day off in the middle from work, so that was kind of weird. It's like the 4th of July when you're off in the middle of the week, like.
You mean so like in the week after next, since on a Thursday?
Yeah. So it always feels like your Tuesday is like a Friday, but your day off is like a Sunday. So it's kind of odd, but otherwise, I'm good, guys. I appreciate you guys asking. Appreciate being here, and happy 5K.
Thanks, bro.
He's at 10 already.
Thomas, how's your day been?
Oh, my day's actually been really, really, really nice. Yeah, I mean our the weather here in North Carolina was really, really nice and pleasant. I mean, it was warm, but it wasn't humid. There was a nice breeze flowing, and so I took Magic to the groomer. So she got her hair done and came out looking all pretty and prancing about and just being a fun little doggy. And so I decided to take her out and visit some friends and show her off a little bit, because they put little bows in her hair, so she looked really super cute. And you know how they do at the groomers, and so I got a chance to just sit on the porch and just enjoy talking to a good friend and you know you sometimes forget how sometimes the just doing something simple can just be so refreshing that you know you don't have to always be doing something really you know out there like, oh, gotta go see this show, gotta go do that. Sometimes you can just enjoy the company of a friend and just sit down there and chat, and it just you know is really good, and just sitting there enjoying the breeze. And I can't remember the last time I spent any real time outdoors, so that was a real treat for me. And then on Sunday night, me and Chris, Chris had a conflict and wasn't sure if he'd be able to be on the stream, so we decided to pre-tape it for tomorrow night. So I think you're going to enjoy it. When we were doing it, I was like, oh man, this turned out really nice. So what's going to be kind of fun is that I think I'll be available. So I think I'm going to kind of just join in the chat and just kind of chit chat with some of the viewers and members and stuff like that, and just have some fun. And I know that Chuck, that you and Dean were interested in being part of that for Fire and Ice. I'm sorry we weren't able to include you, but Dean, I heard you have one of the figures for Fire and Ice.
Yeah, I got it from Sweet Eddie Money Mendez.
Yeah. Oh, that is so cool, man.
Very slick.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I love that.
There's some stuff I would improve on it. Just like this, like my biggest thing was there was no bicep swivel, or like a thigh swivel. But I mean, honestly, it's a pretty good action figure. So
Yeah.
Who makes that one, Dean?
this is by God, who is this? Bakshi Productions. Hold on.
Oh.
Bakshi
Okay.
Productions.
Bakshi-
Frank
Bakshi.
Frazetta.
Oh, Frazetta, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
How big is it?
It's about 12 scale.
12 scale? Okay.
Yeah, so it's 6-inch action figure.
Yeah.
Because it goes. The reason why I got it because I've never seen the movie.
Uh-huh.
But I was into that Mythic Legions line, and it fits right into that. So,
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely want to check out the movie, and it's streaming for free on Tubi. So you know, if y'all get a chance to, and John, thank you for your
of course.
for your providing the you know, review scores and
always
stuff
fun.
like that. Yeah, that always adds a nice little bit to it. But yeah, so it's been a very nice week. I finally feel physically, I mean, because I've been sick since October, and today is the first day that I feel kind of normal, and you know, I got some doctor's appointments coming up so we can kind of deal with this abdominal issue. I've been having some problems with my GI system, so hopefully they'll be able to figure that out. But yeah, it's the first day I just really felt normal. I got out and just got a chance to be out of doors a little bit. And of course, you know, there's still pollen out there, so I was kind of having some reactions. But other than that, yeah, it was just a really good day. I mean, really good week actually, and especially a really good day. So yeah. But thanks for asking. So what about you, Zach? Tell us what's going on with the Ox Father.
So it's been a pretty good week so far. It was my birthday on Monday.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
You old fart.
It was really nice. I think it was pretty nice. Had a bunch of.
Did you go
nice
out or
birthday
do
messages.
anything special?
Victoria and I had dinner together, but we're gonna do something a little bit more formal once we have. We're gonna like kind of plan something with all the people that we hang out with. So, but yeah, it was nice. Father's Day was nice as well. It's kind of a lot to have that back to back with your birthday, but it tends to be like that almost every year. So
Yeah.
it wasn't too bad. Not a bad.
Well,
week
last
so
week
far,
you
obviously.
mentioned you were waiting on news. Did you get the news you were looking for?
Oh, what was the context of what I said?
It was just like a stressful situation.
Damn. Someone remind me. Let me think. Let me think.
Well, then it was probably nothing serious then, so we can
No, it
just.
probably was. I just probably.
Cue Jeopardy theme music.
Oh, help me out here. Someone help me out here. I don't remember. I was stressed about it.
Yeah, you didn't give us too much context, but you said you were waiting for
Let
some
me look at the
news.
calendar. Let me see. Waiting for some news.
Waiting for
So
some
that was-
results or something, or no?
Let me
That's
think.
okay.
Let me
It'll co-
think.
It'll come to you.
Come to me. The only thing I can think of is
Oh,
he had a
Sam says
doctor's
it.
Oh,
I
what
think
did he
you were
say?
waiting to find out if Dean was going to stop by again.
How dare you?
I did stop by.
No, I think it was. I remember saying it too. Fuck. Now that you've
Oh,
said
boy.
this, I can't continue the show until I figure this out.
It's
So
okay.
I remember yesterday or last week rather. The only thing I can think of is we were worried that Vivi was allergic to antibiotic, and we took her to the doctor last week. And we didn't get news per se, but they kind of like referred us to a specialist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was the.
She's
news.
doing better?
Well, it was weird. Like the way that her symptoms were, it seemed like after, like almost like an hour after we'd give her the medicine, she would get like a fever and chills, and then like 3 or 4 hours later it would go away. And then in the evening, same things. We gave her the medicine, she would get fever and chills, and it would go away.
Oh.
And so we were thinking that it was like an allergy caused by
Yeah.
by this,
Medication.
medication, but
Yeah.
You said it was an antibiotic?
yeah, it was.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes antibiotics, will kind of. Sometimes antibiotics can, cause a reaction in your body. It's like your immune system starts jumping in and activating based on the things they put in there. So sometimes you might get a reaction. So, and especially if she's not had a lot of antibiotics in the past, maybe her body was just having a reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's weird because she had that antibiotic about 3 months ago, and it was fine. So one of my friends who's a doctor was saying that, like, I know this is mostly like you hear like young adults get it, mono, but kids can get it as well. Like, just like they're talking and their hands are all nasty.
Oh, yeah.
And one of my friends who's a doctor was saying that it sounds like it could have been a mono infection, and the antibiotics were just triggering the infection. I don't know. The thing is, though, it's kind of scary because if you are allergic, which, I mean, there are people that are, but you essentially are, for the rest of your life, there's an entire class of antibiotics that you can't take. And so that's obviously, not great. God, I think that might have been what it is, but I don't know. I'm about to dwell on this. a little bit. That's the only
Maybe you were
thing
just
I can
excited
think
for House of the Dragon coming out.
of. No. Was
Maybe
it
it was
was
the
it the
Acolyte
main thing I
episode.
led with? What is it? The main thing I led with, John?
It was
online?
it was fairly, yeah, it was enough
Wow.
for me to remember it. It's okay, it'll come to you. And the fact that you don't remember is good. It was nothing serious, so it's good.
The only other thing. Okay, so that would have been Wednesday.
Maybe it was you testing out the shorts to get the 5,000.
No, not even. Huh. If it was Wednesday, the only. I mean, what has happened in my life in the past?
Your
few days?
birthday was that weekend. We were gonna go to.
When
we
you're
were gonna-
older, and
This is what
you were
happens
in
when you
debt.
get 1 year. Yeah,
I
1
was
year
gonna
older.
say that's
We were gonna go to
That's how it
Rainer's
goes.
birthday, and then and then yours.
Okay.
And
okay,
you hung
putting
out with,
myself back in time.
You hung out with
Put myself-
Austin Nichols,
Yeah,
No, he
it
didn't.
was the best. Yeah, he was
No?
here. He was on a conference for work.
He was actually in town.
You didn't see
They
the
had a
picture that we
pic-
took?
they put up
I
a
thought
picture
it was an
together.
old picture.
I
No,
thought
it
that was an old
wasn't.
picture too.
It was an old picture.
That was
It
an
was
old
in your
picture.
old
Oh,
room.
right, you got
God
me
damn it.
fooled.
I was
like,
like,
damn.
because when he posted it, I was like, he's not actually there, is he? And I looked, I was like, oh no, it's his old office. I was about to be like, what the fuck? He didn't call me. I would have driven over there.
I thought that picture was recent as well, so my bad.
That's hilarious. Okay, let me tell this Juneteenth story because
The only other thing. No, okay, go ahead, because mine's kind of sad. So you go ahead.
oh,
I'm gonna eat my food while you tell the story.
I thought you were done.
No,
I'm
you're good.
sorry.
No, please go ahead. I'm gonna eat.
So I go to my dad's house, and he lives out in it's a little town called Tarpley, but it's pretty much right next to Bandera, Texas, which is white people central.
Okay.
It's just farmers, and it's pretty much one demographic out there. Like they're lucky to have a Mexican restaurant, you know. And so my dad, I was originally there to help him pick up his motorcycle at the Harley Davidson dealership, but it wasn't ready. So we hop in my car, and he's like, "Well, I have a bunch of errands to run. Do you mind helping me out?" I was like, "No, of course not." He's like, "I need to take this cat to the vet." So I was like, "Okay." So we go back to his house. He gets his cat, and we take him to the vet. And they call him into the vet office, and I was like, "I'll just wait out here," you know. So I'm sitting in the lobby, and this lady walks in with her dog, and she is not in a good mood.
Okay.
And the lady at the desk is trying to help her out, and she's just like, "I've just had so much stuff to do today. I had to go to the bank, and I had to go do this and that and get the registration on my car, and everywhere's closed because of this Juneteenth thing." I'm like, it was so like honestly backwards, like it felt like an SNL skit. Like this person is so out of touch,
Yeah.
you know, that I couldn't believe I was actually hearing it. But like, of course, everybody there feels the same way, and I was just like, "Oh my god,
Yeah, can you imagine if I walked in with my pet?
bro!" It was
Say, hey, happy
honestly,
Juneteenth, everybody.
I could not believe what I was hearing. It was, I mean, it's funny in hindsight, but at the time I was like, "You guys like know the significance of what
Yeah,
it
some
is."
people are just
Right.
ignorance. The ignorance.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Yeah.
like legitimately, like actual ignorance. It was
How's the cat doing though?
apparently really good. My dad was like, "I don't even know why I brought this fucking cat here." His
Oh, okay.
his wife was like, "We need to take the cat to the vet."
I thought it was like a father-son event where with involving gummy bears again, but that's
No. Yeah, I don't know, but he wasn't happy to have to pay a vet for telling him the cat
Nothing.
was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "I don't know why I brought this cat here."
It's not his cat.
just check it.
Okay, so he lives on a ranch property,
Okay.
and so there's a lot of like stray animals.
Strays, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so
That's good of him. Yeah.
he feeds them, and so like I guess they tell everybody in the neighborhood, "Hey, this guy's feeding us over here." So all of a sudden there's a bunch of cats that show
Oh,
up,
wow.
and this one cat happened to give birth to a bunch of kittens, and so this cat was, I don't know, I think the vet said she was like 7 weeks old or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Are they all feral cats?
I would assume so, just because you're out there on the sticks. So
Right. Right.
I mean, his closest neighbor is probably, I don't know, 500-600 yards away. Probably more than that. So
Well, yeah, my dad too is feeding a bunch of strays in his neighborhood, like on the west side of San Antonio. But when
Yeah.
he found out that you can get fined for that, he stopped.
They'll
doing
fine
it.
you?
can you really?
Yeah, inside the city limits. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yeah, 'cause
know
I feed-
why it is. Yeah,
It's only two. There's only two that show up every day. But,
right.
and then whatever they don't eat, the raccoons will come eat.
I don't know how they enforce it. You know what I mean? But I guess it's because
Neighbors complain or something like that.
Well, I think it's what it is because they are feral and that they're breeding and they want you to get them spayed and neutered. But most people are like, well, I'm not going to pay to spay and neuter the
Some
the
fucking
feral
cat I don't
cats,
own.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even heard that here in town that if you do get them neutered, like even a stray, is it neutered or spay, whatever you call it, when you get
Yeah,
it
you
done.
spay
Spay
girls
is
and
for
you
the girls,
neuter
yeah. Neuters
Okay.
for
the boys. Yeah.
So
Thank
if
you,
you
Bob.
get it, yeah. Think about. So if you get it done here in town, they don't kill the cats afterwards. They release them back into the city because once they're spay and neuter, they're not breeding anymore. They're helpful to keep down pests. They kill
Yeah.
rats and
Rats and
other
stuff,
stuff
yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? So they're actually useful to the communities. But I guess they just figure if you're feeding them and you're not getting their medical stuff done, then you're responsible. So so my dad stopped feeding them, which it was funny because he'd always send us these videos, these little short videos of like 20 cats being at his porch,
damn,
and I'm like,
yeah.
oh dude, that's a lot of damn cats.
I think the most that's ever popped up in my backyard is like 3 at a time.
Yeah.
And then one of them will get bored and leave, and the other 2 have just stayed. But you know what else has been creeping around my yard, and I've caught him on camera a few times, is a fox. Like a legitimate fox. And he's really cute, but I don't know if they're dangerous or not. Hasn't killed the cats, but he ate a bird the other day, like right in front of me.
Oh,
Damn.
It's
Yeah.
better.
My neighbor, it was really funny. My neighbor called me. He's like, "Hey, is it okay if I get into your backyard really quick?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So he comes over and we go in the backyard. He's like, "Oh yeah, I was watching from his backyard this bird, and like there was like a mom bird feeding this baby bird." And he was like, "She left, and the bird ended up falling out of the nest, and I looked over your fence and I could see the bird. I was like, cool, let's go get it." So we walked to the back. As soon as we walked back there, the fox is like with the fucking bird and took off. We're like, God damn, that was fast, dude.
Dean, so like a legit like a cartoon, like the reddish gold, reddish
orange,
brown,
everything
orange
with the
fox.
little white
Wow,
tip
the
to
black
his tail.
paws or the white tip tail.
I think I
That's
have
cool.
a screenshot of him.
I've heard they are native to like our area of town, but I've never seen one ever in real life. But dang, the chat's kind of surly tonight between Moose's comment and Sam's last comment. I'm like, dang. All right, guys.
okay.
I woke up at like
Wow.
3 in the morning once here, and I have an apple tree, and this was so random. It was like 3:30 in the morning, and I went to get a bottle of water or whatever it was, or one of the kids woke up, and I look outside, and right down there on the sidewalk was a coyote, out of nowhere.
Shit.
Big thing, looked like a wolf. I was like, holy man, eating apples.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
I got an apple.
coyotes.
I got an apple tree, so
They have
Oh,
them
yeah.
up in Canada? That's crazy.
oh yeah, man, that thing was massive.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I had
There's a
I
few.
thought you
There's
guys
been a
would see
few
lot of
like
wildlife up there.
dog attacks and stuff where they'll attack
Oh.
the small dogs and
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
big.
yeah.
Yeah, I had a
Wolves
friend in
are
Colorado
fucking
who had a.
huge.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
a friend in Colorado. He actually has a wolf that he keeps as a pet, and I was like, "Wait a minute, you're keeping a wild wolf as a pet?" It was. I mean, it was a gorgeous wolf. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I was like, "Yeah, that's tempting fate." I don't
Very-
think I.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, in our area, we don't really see the most I see around our in our, like I'll find deer, lots of deer coming to my yard, and I'm kind of thinking that maybe I think I might start a garden, maybe in the coming years or so, for some of the little animals to come in and feed, because I kind of feel like I need to be kind to nature. But the only thing about those, I used to have a big problem with groundhogs. I had a greedy groundhog. I remember that my mother was trying to grow she wanted to grow some gourds, some green beans, and some watermelon. So we planted them and they were growing. And we looked up there, and every day this groundhog would come in there, and it would devour the leaves. It left the tomatoes alone, I guess, because the leaves are poisonous. But yeah, it ate the gourd leaves, and so all the gourds died because they weren't getting the chlorophyll wasn't getting in there helping them grow, and I think that they might have eaten the green beans and stuff. So I would go out there and chase them every once in a while. But I say, you know what? Maybe what I need to do is either get a little greenhouse or do some raised raised beds
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that'll do it.
do some plantings for my consumption, and then put some seeds out there for the wildlife, and then they can come in and have a little snack. Cause I like looking out the window and seeing the little animals, like rabbits and and deer and
Yeah.
things like that. Just seeing them walk around and just being all natureful and everything like that.
Yeah, I have uh, armadillos in my yard.
Really?
It's
Wow.
weird. They are what do you call it? Scavengers. So they like sniff out like worms and stuff in the ground. So my yard is constantly filled with holes because they just dig. And every once in a while I'll catch them, and they're totally blind. So you could,
Oh.
Whoa.
if you don't make enough noise, you could walk right up to them and they won't react to you. But if you make noise, they'll scurry off. But then they got a lot of raccoons. In fact, this one showed up. On
Do they turn up? Do they go into a ball? The armadillos?
I've
was that a
never
myth?
seen them do that, but
Oh.
but this one got it right up on my camera the other day.
What?
Little raccoon.
That's a good
He
looking
was
raccoon.
super
right there.
cute.
Hey, that's Rocket, bro.
Yeah. And then at
We
my
don't get 'em
mom's
here.
house, she has, 15, 20 deer that she feeds every day. Classy, if you go, oh, you don't have HEB. I don't know where you would go, but you could buy bags of corn. They're like 50-pound bags for
Yeah.
like, I don't know, $4 or $5. And you just sprinkle it on the ground. And if there are deer out there, they'll come find it.
Oh, you know what?
In
I
the
might do that. Yeah.
In the city, we had a lot of raccoons, but I'm here up north a bit. Not one raccoon I see. Not one.
Wow.
And I'm in a wooded area.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
it's wild.
They're pretty big for being like a
Oh, yeah.
small animal. They're actually pretty large.
If you go to cottage country, they're the size of, like, I've seen ones like the size of small cubs.
Yeah,
Like-
they all because on the camera I could see them come down from the roof, and I'll be in my room with watching TV with my headphones on, and I'll hear them. It sounds like a grown man is running on my roof. I'm like, what the?
That was Zach.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
I've
Yeah.
caught a couple. I've caught a couple times raccoons that have gotten stuck out in the trash bin outside in front of my
Oh, yeah.
building and stuff. They're stuck in
right.
there, and I've
Oh yeah,
on the weekends, and sometimes I go look and I hear, and I'm like,
their little noises.
the-
you know.
Oh man.
yeah,
I
like,
remember
what the hell
when-
is that?
yeah.
I
Oh.
come and I'm like, well, this is
Please-
definitely not gonna end like the horror movie where I get and something scares, grabs me, and eats me. But I
Whatever
look
you
down
do-
and then I just get two big pair. It's the same pair. I think I've caught a couple of times. They just turn and I get eyes frozen in place staring at me, and I'm like, oh, you knucklehead! Because I've caught this, I think, same pair that they live nearby at least a couple of times stuck in there, and I was like, oh, it's you two.
Whatever you do, please clip Lane's facial expression when he did the raccoon sounds, please.
Oh man, raccoons are scary. I had two bad raccoon situation. I remember when I was working at the university, I went to a trash can to throw something away, and there was a raccoon in the trash can.
Oh shit! That
And
scared the hell out of me.
but when I threw my trash in, it jumped out, and it just freaked me out. I mean, I was like, oh my god! But then in my house, my home, my sanctuary, I had a time where the alarm, my alarm kept going off, but it was kind of an older system, and I didn't know what was happening. So I said, let me go home and check on that. So I left work and I came home, and I didn't see anything, but I had a cuckoo clock that was on the wall, and it was on the floor. I said, oh, maybe the cuckoo clock fell off and set off the alarm because of the sound. So then I heard this sounding. It sounded like this sound like that, like something was scratching, but I thought it was scratching on my back door, the entrance to the backyard. But I have like a staircase that goes down, and I said, man, that's some loud scratching. What kind of animal is back there? So I opened up the door leading to my basement, and there was this raccoon, and it screamed at me. It went, ah! And then it turned around and it flew down the stairs. It was one of those flying squirrels. It
Oh,
flew down the stairs and freaked me out. So immediately I called pest control. I said, please get this thing out of here. And so I kind of locked up the thing. They said, oh, I'm probably gotten through your chimney. So I went and hired somebody to put a chimney cap on. They put out some feed and put a cage down there. And so I think after about 2 or 3 days, they finally caught it. It finally got caught. And I went down there, and that thing, the hair was standing up on the back. I mean, I've never seen any.
It was rabid, bro. It's trying to kill you.
Oh my God, it was
Possessed.
standing.
It was a
on him.
possessed squirrel.
It looked like it was possessed with something. So I called the man and said, listen, I said, I got your rat. I mean, the thing's been caught. It's ready for you to come and pick up. And so I was hopeful. Well, he said, we try our best to relocate it someplace where it can be safe in the woods or something like that. I said, but it's not going to be my woods, right? So, as long as it's not in my backyard, I'm cool. But, take it far, far away to a nice wooded area where it can eat lots of nuts on its own and just leave my house alone.
2 weeks later.
Wow,
Watching through his basement.
But yeah, that was a scary scene. I tell you, I've never seen. I mean, it screamed. I've never heard an animal scream, but it sounded like a little. It sounded like a little tiny human, and it turned around and flew. Like, I mean, it looked just like Rocky the Squirrel, from the cartoon. It flew. I've never seen an animal in my house that would fly. And so, of course, I had to lock up the basement because I'm like, okay, no, you're not coming back upstairs, and I'm not going to find you in my bed one day. So, that was scary.
Raccoon will be up there.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, John. Don't lose
No,
that joke.
go. No, go.
So the raccoon be playing with Thomas's hot toys,
Oh man. Well, that was before I was collecting, thank God. So.
Welcome to Collecting Weekly, National Geographic.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about After Dark. It's about whatever.
Dude, I had a story where I almost got attacked by a monkey. So
What, a monkey?
Bro, that
Yeah.
was legitimately. I can verify that was the thing.
Like on the street?
Yeah,
My
why are you around a
backyard.
monkey?
There was a
What do you
monkey in
know
your
the
backyard?
Oh, I think you told the story a long time ago, I think.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
long
Hey,
time.
one of the
Yeah.
funniest things
He
one of
escaped.
the funniest things I ever heard about
Was it like
how my-
Escape from a Zoo or something?
Worse.
I think it was from like a research facility. Like,
Yeah,
Oh man!
Oh, shit. So
Oh,
it was like
so
one
that
of
was
those
a-
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, what was
still have
that?
that,
What was
yeah.
that
Super
movie
genetic
with
monkey.
the?
I would like it when he turned around to
Contagion or
Zach.
something like that, or
Hello, Zach. I've been watching you.
no! What a wonderful day! Just hear that coming from the back.
hey,
Holy
that,
fuck.
I know my one of my uncles, like he had when he was growing up a pet chimpanzee when he
That's
when he
crazy,
was
man.
living in the Midwest. Yeah, they had a chimpanzee that used to chase his mom around the house all the time.
oh,
apparently.
was he an organ grinder?
Bro.
Like, did he have one of those little?
No,
After
they
Get
said
Out,
they kept it a diaper when
Never.
it was.
I like the little monkeys that like they had on Friends, like Chandler had on Friends.
what's the name of that?
Ace
alien
Ventura.
movie? Not Get Out.
Nope. Nope.
Nope. After Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Never again. Will I
No
ever
way,
look at a
dude.
chimpanzee the same way.
They say they're super fucking strong and they'll bite your fingers off. They just like
That happened to a lady. Ripped her face off and ate her fucking fingers.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good meal.
Sad, dude.
chimpanzees. Yeah, there been some some of those primates and stuff, man. Don't like mess with them.
Now it's so weird we're having this conversation too, because on Monday night, right? Like I go into the office on Tuesdays. I go out to get the dog, and he doesn't want to come in. And my dog is small too, Kylo. He's like 9 pounds, right? And he's normally pretty good about calling him, and he comes in, time for bed or whatever. And so he's seeing something in the yard, and he's barking at it, and he's backing away, and he's barking, and he's backing away. So I look over our little porch, and I can see him, and I think he has a toy that's like a hedgehog, and I think it's his toy, right? So I go down there. And I'm about to grab the toy, and I see this big ass tail wrapped around it, and I was like, oh shit, like that's not
Ooh.
his toy. That must
A
be
snake?
either a possum or a rat is what I thought. So I
Oh.
grabbed the fucking dog and I run inside, right? And I was like, I'm all pissed off. I'm like, damn it, you know what I mean? I'm telling my family like, there's a dead possum and I'm gonna have to like get a shovel and scoop it into the trash tomorrow. And I'm all like frustrated, right? I go out the next morning before I let the dog out to look if it's there, and it's fucking gone. And I was like, oh shit, it must have been a possum, like actually playing possum. Like I didn't know they really did that. I thought that was just a saying. I was like,
that
they
or it was
do
Dean's
actually
Fox.
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, they do actually freeze up like that.
I was ready to give this Possum an Academy Award. I was like, dude, you deserve this Oscar because you had me fooled. I was like, shit, he thought he was dead, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, ah, damn it, man. I was like, what's going on? All the
That
wildlife
was hard because I
around
would have
here.
left the dog, man. I see a tail.
Beyond crazy.
Dude, it's wild, man.
Zach, what
Wow.
about you? You were going to tell us. You were going to tell us
Oh
something
yeah, about the monkey.
No, he said he was going to tell something.
I don't want to bring the mood down. So did anyone watch
Zach, if
Acolyte
you're
this week?
struggling with something, we want to be there for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's
no, I'm not
mental health
struggling.
awareness
No.
month.
That's true.
The thing I was
wow.
concerned about, I did check my text. It was the doctor's appointment, and I didn't know if they were going to test her for allergies that day. But we got a referral out for that. But did anyone watch The Acolyte this week?
No.
Okay, we got.
I
one.
actually
Did
haven't.
you watch
Is it bad?
I just watched it right before we came on.
Let's do high level thoughts. We're almost at an hour, anyways. Chuck, tell me what you think high level.
Better than last week's. By a little bit.
That's,
I know.
Universal translator, Chucky translator goes, pain. There was pain. I felt pain. Oh my gosh. Storytelling pain, mental pain, emotional pain, like just pain.
I will say that okay, so first off, it's a short episode, first and foremost. There was also a character appearance that you see and you're like, oh, that can't be that guy. And then they confirm it's actually that guy in the credits, and you're like, whoa, that don't make no fucking sense. And I guess it's something that never is technically defined as canon, so they could change it, but it's kind of been generally accepted for a long time, this thing. I honestly lost attention like 3 or 4 times, and it's only like a 24-minute episode.
Oh.
I found myself like checking my phone, like literally doing anything but watching the episode. It was pretty boring.
Wow.
The last like 3 minutes is pretty good though, and it leaves on a really nice cliffhanger because I felt like episode 2 leaving on its like cliffhanger really felt lame, and I felt like there wasn't, even in this episode, there wasn't any payoff for that. But this was a crazy ass place to leave a cliffhanger. I almost think it's probably too far the other way. This is too much of a cliffhanger. But yeah, I guess if the point of the show is to get you excited to watch the next episode, I guess I am. But I really don't. It really has to have a payoff. It can't just be like nothing, because then I've waited a week for nothing again. So
Yeah, I felt like kind of like Zach. The first 30 minutes of this episode, or whatever it was, 20 minutes. I know you said it was a short one. Could have been condensed into 10 minutes, and then you could have put that cliffhanger in the middle, and then gave us a little bit of a payoff. This week, since we kind of waited that flashback episode last week, so I was like, I didn't really like the editing, and I felt like it's that jerking me around feeling a little bit I don't like.
Now, is this supposed to be one of those 6-episode things, or is it a longer format than what they've been doing?
I think it's 8, Thomas, I believe.
Oh.
So we're through 4 now, so we'll be at 5 next week. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure me and Double A are going to talk the first 4 on Friday, so if anybody wants to chime in, by all means. I don't know. It might be a short one for us, an hour episode maybe, with what we've got so far.
It just feels like we're halfway done, and I guess I just don't know what the story is. And especially after some of the character decisions this episode, I'm like, that seemed like a 180.
I know exactly
So,
what you're talking about. I felt that way too.
I
I
was
was
just
like,
like,
okay.
Okay. I also think that the well, let's leave it at that because I don't want to spoil it. But I have a very
Yeah.
strong thought about one of the characters being a different character, and I want to. I think I put it in the Patreon or the spoiler chat that we have for CW. I really feel like there's some red herring stuff happening. Just a friendly reminder because we're almost at the end of the show. We have the Lane did the Super Saiyan 4K giveaway. So thank you for that. And then you can also win the House of the Dragon digital, not digital, but is it Steelbook, Lane, or is it the regular release?
No, just a regular release.
Regular, okay, which is fantastic, and it's 4K.
Yeah.
So you'll win. I guess we'll decide if we're gonna do 2 drawings or like a winner and then like a second winner, but those will be added to the prize pool. So really exciting there. And yeah, we hit 5,000 subs, which is crazy. Can't believe it.
Yay. That's awesome.
Yep. Awesome.
But Chuck, I know you mentioned you're talking Acolyte, but
Yeah.
Elaine, John, and Thomas, do you guys have anything that you guys want to plug with your respective places you stream?
Well, for
No.
me, the only thing that I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lane.
No, go ahead, Thomas. You got something to actually
Oh,
mention.
yeah, I was just going to just remind everybody about CW Movie Night tomorrow. We're going to be doing Fire and Ice. And we got some nice lively discussion. I had never seen Fire and Ice before, and it's kind of weird because that was in my time frame, like 83. I was a senior in high school, just about to start college. So, and I had never heard of it. So it was kind of amazing to kind of watch it. So yeah, but if you get a chance to check it out on Tubi for free, check it out and then join the join us and see if you agree with some of our conclusions or some of the things that we shared. But yeah, it's a fun watch. So definitely check it out if you get a chance to. And come check us out, tomorrow for CW Movie Night.
We also have the audio for that. Chris sent it to me, so Thomas, just message me tomorrow to remind me to get that up, the audio.
Oh, okay.
Sam says, where did you watch it, Classy? Is it streaming?
You can watch it on Tubi.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
TUBI.
Or not to be.
John, Collectors Club, what do we got going on there? And I think you
Friday.
guys did some other uploads this week, right?
Are you serious?
I wanna say
Yeah. Well, I do Monday Chatter that. Are you talking
Yeah,
about
Chatter
the
That
week?
Matters. I'm talking about.
Chatter
Yeah.
That Matters. Yeah, on Monday nights we do Chatter That Matters. Club. Friday episode 1. I want to say it's 120 already. Or 121.
Wow.
I don't even know anymore, man. I'm losing track of how fast this is going. But yeah, we're gonna hang out, cover statue news. We got a little bit from Prime 1 this week, so we'll do that and show off some collections and just have some fun. That's what it's about.
Very cool. Lane,
Appreciate
Hot
it,
Toys Hotline. What are you guys doing?
Well, we just had our main thing this past week, discussion yesterday. I know that there are some reviews upcoming for some figures. I'm hoping here with CW, I might have something to actually do a Monday night unboxing for the first time in forever in the near future. I am just now waiting on, I'm excited to see after the reveal my first in-art figure when Aragorn, maybe like sometime in the next year, I'll get my hands on.
Hell yeah.
Despite the brouhaha with that figure a little
Yeah,
bit.
a lot of banter with that one lately.
Well, this is my response as I explained thing is that figure, that sculpt was a 10 plus, and if it got degraded to a 9, I was like, I guess I can kind of see where you might say, hey, it's not that great, but I'm like, but you do realize it's like better than 90% of the sculpts we probably see in general. So,
Yeah.
so that's something I'm actually just kind of how Zach felt when he had his Gandalf coming. I'm like kind of super excited to kind of see how that's going to come out, because I am worried, because if that is really cool, then I'm like, well, I better get $600 set aside for like Legolas or something like that, like in 2026.
There you go. Well, then let's end it here. I think we've touched them all tonight, boys. Next week, hopefully, we'll talk more Acolyte, and
But no one has seen anything
We'll
else.
celebrate 7,000.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
I would not mind. I would not mind. But anyways, guys, love you, and we'll catch you on the next episode of After Dark.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Ooh, that was a... I liked it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.